Proposal Part 2.
It's cold. I'm trembling all over, just as if I'd got an examination before me. The great thing is, I must have my mind made up. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to talk a lot, to look for an ideal, or for real love, then I'll never get married.
Brr.
It's cold. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated. What more do I want? But I'm getting a noise in my ears from excitement. And it's impossible for me not to marry. In the first place, I'm already 35, a critical age, so to speak. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. I suffer from palpitations, I'm excitable and always getting awfully upset. At this very moment my lips are trembling, and there's a twitch in my right eyebrow. But the very worst of all is the way I sleep. I no sooner get into bed and begin to go off, when suddenly something in my left side gives a pull, and I can feel it in my shoulder and head. I jump up like a lunatic, walk about a bit and lay down again, but as soon as I begin to get off to sleep there's another pull. And this may happen 20 times.
Natalia Stepanovna comes in.
Well, there. It's you, and Papa said, go. There's a merchant come for his goods. How do you do, Ivan Vasilievich?
How do you do, honored Natalia Stepanovna?
You must excuse my apron and negligee. We're shelling peas for drying. Why haven't you been here for such a long time? Sit down. Sit down.
They seat themselves.
Won't you have some lunch?
No, thank you, I've had some already.
Then smoke. Here are the matches. The weather is splendid now, but yesterday it was so wet that the workmen didn't do anything all day. How much hay have you stacked? Just think, I felt greedy and had a whole field cut, and now I'm not at all pleased about it because I'm afraid my hay may rot. I ought to have waited a bit. But what's this? Why, you're in evening dress. Well, I never. Are you going to a ball or what? Though I must say you look better. Tell me, why are you got up like that?
You see, honored Natalia Stepanovna. The fact is, I've made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. Of course you'll be surprised and perhaps even angry, but it's awfully cold.
What's the matter? Well,
I shall try to be brief. You must know, honored Natalia Stepanovna, that I have long, since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. My late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land, always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. The Lomovs and the Trebukovs have always had the most friendly, and I might almost say the most affectionate, regard for each other. And, as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your birch woods.
excuse my interrupting you. You say, my oxen meadows. But are they yours?
Yes, mine.
What are you talking about? Oxen meadows are ours, not yours.
Wait for episode 3 comment on video.
अगर आपको अगला वीडियो चाहिए तो इस वीडियो को लाइक करें और शेयर भी करें ताकि आपको दोस्त लोग को भी पता चल सके और नीचे में कमेंट करके बता दें कि आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा और क्या क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहिए आपको क्या क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहिए और
And don't forget to subscribe.
And don't forget to subscribe.